going, everyone? It's Liam Carson here. It's the penultimate episode of Season 5. Scary times ahead of us because there was a lot to digest with the last episode. For Sam especially, because not just did he have to confront some truths in regards to who he had assumed was a friend that, of course, was responsible for him and Jess getting together. Some ugly truths spilled out there. But of course, he was also contemplating the future in regards to Lucifer and, of course, him maybe saying yes. And with 2 episodes left to go, and with, I guess, a kind of clear road path in terms of what might be transpiring in these last 2 episodes, it does get very, very ominous. But of course, we also have Bobby, who's giving us very ominous vibes with the fact that Crowley, of course, confronted him in the ending of the last episode and wanted to, loan his soul for a bit in regards to getting death here. So, it's not, I'm not gonna lie, it's not giving me comforting vibes coming into these final 2 episodes, but it will be very, very exciting to see how we do conclude things. Excuse me, there was just a wire around my chair there, but as we do, it should be a very, very tasty conclusion, considering how wonderful this season has been. It's just been really, really fantastic stuff, and I'm excited. So why don't we get into the penultimate episode of Season 5 of Supernatural, Episode 21. Let's go.
You're going to die.
Blunt.
In 4, 3, 2...
Oh! Jeez. He is, delightful. Just delightful.
What the hell is wrong?
Were fairly surprised. They thought I was brain dead.
Cass!
Apparently, after Van Nuys, I suddenly appeared bloody and unconscious on a shrimping boat off Delacroix.
Boy.
Can't go anywhere without money for an airplane ride and food.
Oh,
Pain medication, ideally.
Cass is experiencing the joys of humanity.
Bobby's here. He'll wire you the cash.
Dean, wait.
I will.
You said no to Michael. I owe you an apology.
Cash.
Oh.
It's okay.
You are not the burnt and broken shell of a man that I believed you to be.
Oh, Cass.
Thank you.
Miss Kennedy, that's the beauty about improv, Sammy. You never know what's gonna come out of your mouth.
Exactly. As long as it's just full of shit in this scenario.
So hey,
Oh!
Orders not to kill the vessels.
Oh, Seaton wants them so bad. He can glue them back together!
Okay. He's got beef, given his brother's, given the track record. 2 out of 4 so far.
Come.
The doctor will see you now.
Sam! Dean!
I'm pretty sure that's also Dr. Leakey
Go
in
Ragnar.
Orphan Black. He was a menace.
Show him he's wrong. One epidemic at a time.
Jeez.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Especially without pointing it is in 2020 and what? Hey, is this Cass? Yeah!
Yes,
How'd you get here?
I took a bus.
Oh no! The joys of humanity! We love him! We love him!
Doesn't matter. It's too late.
Well, we're 3 to 4, so...
I don't understand your definition of good news.
Well, Death, the horseman, he's gonna be there. And if we can stop him before he kickstarts this storm, get his ring back.
You fully intend to give it back.
Well, then give it back.
I will.
Now.
When...
Did you kiss him?
Sam.
Just wondering.
Sam's asking the important questions here, like... Specific... Yeah.
No!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Why'd you take a picture?
Why'd you have fused tongue. But you won't kill me. As long as I have that soul in the deposit box.
Oh,
You son of a
boy.
bitch.
You. Yeah.
I'll return it. After all this is over, and I can walk safely away. Do we all
He just want.
understand
He
each
just
other?
want. Yeah. Free.
Everything. This time next Thursday, we'll all be living in Zombieland.
Lovely. It's good to New Seattle. I mean, that's a CW show, so.
Won't you spare me
He's here. Death rides a white car. Oh my god. Oh boy.
But what is this that I have mercy on your soul?
Jeez. What an impression Death's made.
My name
Lovely.
and the end is
Boy.
Demons and angels and reapers and rumor has it, the very thing itself.
Holy.
How did you
Holy.
get that?
Yeah.
Hello, King of the Crossroads. Just gonna sit there?
Oh my god, Crowley. No way. Holy shit.
Thanks.
Oh,
This is getting maudlin. Here we go.
he's just like, don't mention it, let's go. Oh my, Bobby. Oh, look at the smile. Crowley, I'm not gonna lie, you might be tricky, but that was fucking amazing.
Yes.
You are amazing.
Then jump in the hole. It's an interesting plan.
It's a plan.
Like,
Michael has found another vessel.
what?
Adam.
It's your brother Adam.
Yeah.
You must have considered it.
Yeah, we were trying not to.
Shit.
Fire alarm.
That truck is leaving.
Well,
Balls. New plan.
so here's how we're gonna. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah. Grandma, what big red eyes you have. Has to be done, I guess.
True. So I strongly suggest we get out of here.
Shit. I mean, he can be very, very. I don't know.
You okay?
Difficult. Really worried about where things gonna go here, folks. I'm really worried. Bobby. Bob. What? I'm worried about Bobby.
What? Yeah, I can't hear you.
I said.
Why didn't you just do that first? I guess he wants to be difficult. Plus, I could understand what he was saying.
Are you coming or?
Oh my god! Crowley, will you stop? Ooh, clean.
Actually, these things can be useful.
Can we commit our act of domestic terrorism already? Let's go.
He's like, shit.
Thanks for returning that.
What the f?
Join me, Dean. The pizza's delicious. Get snarky. This is one
Oi.
planet, in one tiny solar system, in a galaxy that's barely out of its diapers. I'm old, Dean. Very old. So I invite you to contemplate how insignificant I find you.
Holy shit!
Good, isn't it?
I don't like his voice, it's sinister.
Well, I gotta ask. How old are you?
As old as God.
I mean,
Maybe
there
older.
has to be death, right, in life.
Neither of us can remember anymore. He has me where he wants, when he wants. That's why I couldn't go to you.
Yeah.
I had to wait for you to catch up.
Ooh, shit.
He made me his weapon. Hurricanes.
He's not
floods,
really a fan of that.
raising the dead. I'm more powerful than you can process, and I'm enslaved to a bratty child having a tantrum.
You think to give it to me?
That's what I said.
I mean, he doesn't want Lucifer to yank his chain,
What
so...
about Chicago?
I suppose you can stay. I like the pizza.
There you go, Chicago. You have that going.
Makes to put Lucifer in his cell.
Done.
Of course.
Whatever it takes.
Oh.
Yes.
That'd better be yes, D. You know you can't cheat death.
Wow.
Now,
Holy.
would you like the instruction manual?
Yeah, it's nuts. Of course, I got bigger problems now.
Really? Like,
What do you think death does to people who lie to his face?
nothing good.
Oh, he doesn't want to go through with what Death has instructed him to do with Sam.
That I was cool with Sam driving the bus on the whole Lucifer plan.
Sam will beat the devil or die trying. That's the best we could ask for. So I gotta ask, Dean, what exactly are you afraid of? Losing? Or losing your brother?
Oh. Oh, what a dilemma. What a dilemma. It's, you know, that tricky scenario, isn't it? Of, the world of Sam, really. So yeah, who's ready to do this dance? Ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's going to be really, really exciting to see how things are going to transpire with, yeah, that prospect that Sam, you know, will be able to, well, hopefully he will be able to beat Lucifer. I would love to see that happen, especially with Bobby defending him. And I really, really did like that with Bobby when he did, well, not just talk about Sam and what happened in the warehouse, but also about how he has a lot of hope anyways, seeing how Sam valiantly saved people and the fact that, you know, we might have been a bit too hard on him. And then, granted, yeah, he might have stumbled into some dark corners, has Sam. But there is a lot of that good potential, and you know, he's been very, very capable. He's going to I have faith that he's going to beat the devil. Then again, this is supernatural we're talking about, so yeah, it's I mean, it might just be it might be that moment of thinking you know, the best will happen, etc., and it might be a bit delusional, but I mean, I'd like to believe that Bobby is right and that Sam is strong enough, so yeah, but it was really, really great stuff. And obviously Dean's going to be very, very worried about the prospect of losing his brother. It's like, there is this case of what Bobby said at the end, are you afraid of losing your brother or the world? Obviously he's going to be scared of losing both, but he's got to, like, prioritize one above the other, really. So And he's always been, like, this is it though, instinctively for Dean, he's always going to be the protective brother of Sam. He's always going to look out for him, but he's also got to allow Sam this moment to flourish, and I think that's going to happen, and we're going to see that. So obviously there's been a lot to worry about in regards to Sam saying yes, taking the fight to the brother, taking the fight to the devil, should I say. Although, yeah. But maybe he might prevail. So we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe he won't, and we are being a bit delusional. But I mean, we're flourishing for this, ounce of happiness. Okay, we'll just say that. But no, I really loved that discussion at the end with Bobby. And I think Dean did need to hear that, especially with the prospect of what Death had to say. And can I just say, Death made a fantastic appearance in this episode, like absolutely phenomenal. Like even his intro was just so extra. Like we've had introductions from the other horsemen, of course, before, but his introduction was just so extra, and just the way that he interacted with Dean was just really, like, it was really sinister, and just with his voice and all of that, it was just very chilling. It was very, very, it brought that atmosphere of, you don't want to get on, like, Death does send chills down the back of your spine, and it's very great, really, to have that kind of vibe, because whenever, you can play around with the character of Death in any show and all of that, but I feel like you've got to hit the, like, you've got to hit the nail on the head in regards to conceptualizing Death. Like for the Sandman, for example, I feel like the depiction of Death there was just really, really amazing, because and yeah, it carries a different vibe to what we're seeing in Death here. Like there is that high stance with Death, with the fact that he made the mention that he's older than God, which makes sense. I mean, where there's life, there is death, of course. And just the way that he just, not just ridicules Dean. Like, obviously, with Dean and Sam, they're the stars of the show, but they're just insignificant. Death has encountered so much, and he's witnessed so much. And that Dean and Sam, whereas they feel like they might carry importance, they're just going to be, they're just insignificant in the eyes of Death. So, but you have this very, very cold and frightening presence with Death. So, yeah, it was just very, very interesting, but it just plays off really, really well. So, there was just fantastic characterization with Death, in my opinion, for this episode. So, yeah, but like I said, it really does, like, there is that very, very calm atmosphere, and it's just really interesting, mixed with that tone, that very, very chilling, and yet, I don't know, calm tone, if that makes sense, yeah. But like I said, it differs to, the other characters that have been, like, representative of Death, like the Sandman. Like, with that, obviously, if you haven't seen it, you can skip ahead or whatever, but she's completely different to what Death is. There is this kind of warming embrace with Death, where it's like this, yeah, it is sad when it's over, but there is that comfort, that you are not alone vibe. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about when it comes to the differences in regards to the attitude that Death has in different shows, and you gotta really, really get a good grasp on it. So, I gotta say, with the way that Death was conceptualized in this episode, it was just really, really frightening, but yet there is this calm aura around him. So, yeah. But yeah, and there was Pestilence as well, and I really, like, even though I felt like Death stood out more for me in regards to the Horseman in this episode, I really, really did love the usage of Pestilence, as well as the fact that I am sure that the actor was on Orphan Black as well, aka one of my favourite shows of all time, who played Dr. Leakey, and he was there was that very chilling atmosphere here, and with the Pestilence, yeah, it was just really, really cold, the way that, he just, yeah, the way that he just, of course, ridicules humanity's weakness to disease and all of that. So, yeah, I just really, really loved the utilization of Death in this episode, or Pestilence, should I say, in this episode, as well as Death. But I also really love how Death was willing, of course, to help Dean out on a condition, of course, as they would come. But he, like, there is this kind of ridiculed nature, really, when it comes to Death, isn't there? With the fact that I am older than God itself, and you have Lucifer who feels like he can control it. It doesn't sit well with me, I'm afraid. So, especially with the fact that he brands Lucifer as a like he's a child. He's throwing a tantrum and all of that. So, yeah, I just really, really love the way he ridicules Death there, and he's willing to help Dean out because he doesn't want to be on Lucifer's leash. So, he doesn't want Lucifer to puppeteer him. So, he's going to allow Dean to play around and he wants Lucifer back in the cage, whatever it takes, which, of course, as soon as he brought up the importance of those 3 words, you knew that it meant Sam has to go and step into the fiery pit, basically. He has to Dean has to allow Sam to go through with that with his plan. So yeah, but yeah, Death was very, very chilling, and yet, I also loved the kind of humor, the little dots of humor that Death incorporated as well, like especially with the pizza. Like, he's a big fan of the pizza, so yeah. So there you go. Yeah, it was really great though. We also found out a bit about Adam as well, which I kind of expected with the whole Michael Adams situation. So, yeah, just given the ending of episode 18, you just kind of had a feeling it was going to go that way. But, yeah. I also really love... right, so let's talk about Bobby. I know we did talk about him earlier in regards to the fact that he has faith that Sam's going to beat the devil or die trying, and that, he sees, he might have had that bit of darkness in him, but he also sees that he's got a lot of fight in him as well. But there's, of course, something more significant that we need to talk about, and that's the fact that he was able to walk again. So, thanks to Crowley having a little bit of an add-on. So, and I've got to say, I am loving Crowley more and more in terms of how they are portraying him. Yeah, he is up front, and he's, suffice to help and all of that. He's very blunt, that's one thing for certain. But I gotta say, I really love, the way that his story intertwined with Bobby's was just great. Like, even the whole kiss situation, because, I didn't even consider the fact that Bobby and Crowley, yeah. So, yeah. And then, of course, just to add, just to sprinkle it on, Crowley had evidence, so it's like part of a testimony, isn't it? I guess so. No, that was just really, really nuts. But I gotta say, it was just really great. Like, I had a bit of warmth there when Crowley gave him that chance to walk. because obviously we know that Bobby, like ever since Bobby was unable to walk, there's been a lot of hurt going through him mentally, and just the way that he like felt so uplifted and like, especially with the depression that he's been going through this season, just the way that his life just shone in it from his perspective was just like it really, it kind of got me emotional a bit, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, so Crowley just earned some points there because following Bobby's story this season, it is a kind of a nice gesture there. So when Crowley, with the fact that he can be very, very blunt, and we've kind of got a bit of an idea of his character, he could have, just teased the prospect rather than grant the opportunity for him to walk again. But yeah, he made that nice gesture, so yeah. But yeah, like I said, and there was a moment where I thought, okay, what was Bobby seeing as well in the warehouse? Because there was like certain expressions that that he gestured, and I was like, wait, is he seeing something? And my mind was thinking, wait, is there, because when it comes to something so I guess so positive in terms of, like, I guess Bobby walking in this case, you usually think, wait, there's a caveat that's coming, isn't there? And I was thinking, is there going to be some kind of catch to Bobby being able to walk? So I was thinking, if Bobby saw something that something nefarious that others wouldn't be able to see, but but it was all relating to Sam in the end in regards to his to how he was handling the situation, saving people, and all of that. So yeah, that's that. I was just giving all certain worries and looks when it came to Bobby giving very, very specific expressions, because I'm not gonna lie, I was worried for Bobby throughout the entirety of this episode, even when he was able to walk, because I was thinking there's gonna be some kind of, like, something to just kick us in the chest, and something to just make us sad or whatever. There's gonna be a caveat, because it's like this situation of, we can't have nice things, can we? So I was expecting something catastrophic to happen to Bobby, but no. Those expressions seems to relate to him reacting to Sam in the warehouse. So yeah, and it was also very interesting dealing with Cass as well, finding out what happened to him, and not just that though, but him dealing with that humanity. He, like we saw in episode 4, of course that was in the future. But we saw with episode 4 how he kind of adjusted. And I was thinking, when he was, like, obviously him out of batteries and all of that, as he puts it. And he had to make do with, human weapons and all of that jazz. I was thinking, is this going to set, even though that bad future that we saw in episode 4 is not going to happen, this is going to be a potential leeway to episode, like, say if shit does hit the fan. So you got to start somewhere, and this would be the starting point. So, but like I said, that bad future not happening. So yeah, but still, it was very, I mean, we did see us, of course, Cass dealing with those human impulses as well, like with Famine, when he was in town. Because that was that was the original host, Jimmy, creeping through, having those human tendencies, but Cass was in the driving seat, so of course we saw. But this was not the case in this episode. This was full on Cass dealing with, those injuries and all that jazz. So yeah, but it was really, really awesome with the way that he was vulnerable. And he dealt with pestilence, so fought through and was a champ there. So yeah, but I am nervous about the way things are going to go for this finale. I'm not going to lie. I mean, we've got the ounce of hope that Bobby has offered in regards to, you know, Sam's got this. I have faith in Sam that he's going to do good. He's going to take the fight to the devil. So, and you know, yeah, he might. There are those situations like what Cass warned about with the prospect of Sam confronting Lucifer. Because yeah, there has been that darkness that has been in that has been in Sam, but he has done good, and there is of course that hope that Bobby has offered in regards to he's going to beat the devil, no matter what. I guess no matter what really. But just because Bobby, you know, offers that glimmer of hope doesn't mean that hope, that little glimmer is going to amplify. And we're going to have a happily ever after. This is going to be a happy ending. Just given these last few seasons as well, specifically, yeah, there's always been something to test our hearts. And I believe that this season 5 finale is going to be no different. There's going to be something that's going to just send me... just send me into the afterlife, because I think I'm at the position where you know, I have to be mentally ready for pain to come for the finale. I mean, I should be mentally ready for pain to follow me throughout Supernatural finale or not, but we're gonna amp it up tenfold. And given the stakes, what's on the line with the whole Lucifer situation, but should be exciting. So yeah. But with that said, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Media Feeds channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!